look at the cute little box in my hand. How's it going, everybody? This is Chills504, and we're back in my regular base. Actually, yeah, I wanted these. I grabbed these because I'm going to try it out and see whether or not these will actually improve what I get when I go to enchant anything that's diamond. So I'll throw this in there, and hopefully that'll improve and give me in like efficiency 4 and breaking 3 kind of thing. And we'll have to go and see from there. But I've been doing quite a bit of work here. I've been digging something. So I got a whole bunch more stone and cobblestone and brick all filled up right now. And what I've been working on is this right here. Nice big room. And what I gotta do, I gotta go down one more right here. This has gotta be 3 deep. And what we're going to be doing here is obviously expanding the base a little bit, but we're going to be putting something in here that's going to be pretty vital to the continuation of what I do on this server. It's going to make things a lot easier for me, and it's actually going to take away a lot of heartache for me in the future. And the cool thing is, I can actually use something that I already have up in there. And I'm hoping that this works out. So what I ended up doing is I wanted to build what I'm building in here of quartz. So I had to spend probably about 2 hours in the nether. I am going to need some iron. And I will need some chests. What we're going to be doing, probably guess as soon as I start putting these together, we're going to need a whole lot of these. And I've already got the stack and a half made, and I don't think that that's going to be enough. So it is going to be a big build. We're going to need probably, I'd say, at least two stacks of droppers. Going to need at least these many hoppers. Going to need lots of redstone torches, lots of repeaters. So I've been working hard at getting this, but what really needed to be done was this here. Look at this. I got like 20 and a half stacks of nether quartz ore. So I have to go around turning all that into nether quartz because I need at least a stack of quartz right now so I can make another stack of comparators, which I don't think I'll need, but might as well make them while I have them. And then the other thing I need to do is I got to go out and get more wood. So I think I'm going to have to go back out to the tree farm. I'm going to sit out there for a while, make a ton of trees. I'm going to bring those back because I have to make a bunch of chests again, and I'm going to make some more hoppers while I'm at it. So I'm going to go off camera for quite some time. I hear you, man, you're loud. Oh, he's at my door. You're not welcome here. Go away. Alright, so I am going to go off camera for quite some time. I'm going to do a little bit of designing in that room there, do a little bit of redstoning, gather up some trees, make some chests, basically do a big supply run. So give me a little bit, guys. I'll come back in, I'll fill you in on what's going on, and then at that time, I'll reveal what it is I'm actually building. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright, everybody, welcome back. I've been busy now for probably, I'm going to guess, around 3 hours. That includes resource gathering. I had to go out to my auto tree farm, get wood. I had to go out to the tree farm again, get more wood. And then I ended up making a whole bunch of stuff. You can see what I'm running through right here. The next thing I'm going to run out would be item frames. I used up the 3 stacks of leather that I have, or had rather. So I'll take you in and show you what I did. I changed the stairway just temporarily for now. I figured out a way that I'm going to do this is I'm going to take this chest and hopper thing out, and the minecart chest drop off that I have, I'm going to take that and run it out the back into this, because this is the actual drop off point right here. So I think I'll bring the minecart probably out where that little diorite block is and let it run down here. It'll do its little stopping thing over here, drop all the items off into this chest, and that'll send it through the system. This is what I've got done so far. So I've changed up his design a little bit, not just aesthetically, but I went 2 chests higher, and I'm hoping that that'll give me enough. I believe by the time I'm done, I'll have, I think, 3 more, or 2 more going in here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'll probably have to knock out the wall, or just do 1 more and then cut across. So I think I'll probably just do 1 more, and you'll see some of the redstone work that's in the back. It's actually just a lot of repetitiveness. So basically what I'll do 1 on camera with you guys, just so you have an idea as to what's going on. You take the droppers, you stack them up, and basically what you have is your chests side by side, going off diagonally from that. Then you grab, nope, don't need pistons, put those in the corner, and take some dirt, put that there, put the hoppers pointing into it, break that, and then we can jump down here. I'm gonna need more droppers. I've already gone through a stack of droppers so far, a stack of hoppers. I've got all my nether quartz dust all busted up because that's what I'm going to be using for the majority of this part. I thought I had more droppers than that. I think I left them back here. Let's see, droppers. I'm going to just bring a whole stack. I'm going to need it. I tell you, I'm going to need it. I ended up making 3.5 stacks, so it should be enough to get me through this. Okay, so then what you do is this one here is 1 higher. So you got down here. This has got to be 1 lower. It might actually even have to be 1 lower than this. So you stack these ones up, same thing. Now what you do is you take your dropper, put it pointing in. Same thing on this side over here. I got a skeleton hiding somewhere. 1 goes into there. And we could... I can't reach. Alright. So we'll start stacking up this way. And what you're going to do is you're going to put hoppers into the back of all of these. Keep going. And it seems like it would be a lot more complicated than what it is. But essentially what's happening with this particular setup that he's got is it continues to send it down a super long chain that starts way over there at the beginning. And these droppers are going to send the items right up to the top. And they're going to go into this one here, go down that over there, and get sent into the next one, and then be shot up these and brought down and go out the front and go into the next unit and continue to do that. And when you set up your items inside the chest, it's going to basically detect whether or not you have that item in there, and then if it does, it'll drop it off. If it doesn't, it just keeps moving along the chain until it gets all the way to the very end, which you'll have a, I guess, unsorted item or a junk chest. So the only thing I'll have different for a chest is I'll have a little section maybe in the center or somewhere in my own base is a spot for my armor or my tools, because that's something that's not stackable, and it'd be something that you'd want to have regular access to, not necessarily inside storage. So over here we get back into this part here, which is actually, it's not very complicating at all. Again, like I said, so you're going to put a hopper into here. You're going to bring it around this way over here. You're going to sneak into this side here. Oop. Put the hopper back into there. Put a hopper up there. And then here, I did this. Put that into there. And then we got to put our chest back in there. Let's get our, I think it's a trap chest. We'll find out in a sec. Alright, and let me just double check. Yep, that does that, that goes there, that goes there. And then last hopper right there. And I better eat something before I die. And this is basically what I've been working on. The first little bit got pretty tricky. Excuse me. Down the bottom of the very first unit here, you install this little lamp here, and this is one that will lock the items in here so that they won't start to get sorted into the system. So if you want to put a ton of stuff in, or you want to go out and grab some more before you let it sort, you can turn that on. If you turn it off, as soon as you put this in, it'll start going into the hopper on the back here. Oops. Go into the hopper on the back right there, and then start going into the system, which takes it into there, puts it into the dropper, shoots it to the top, and then starts going through all the chests. Also underneath here, this is the entire timing system. So you can see we've got a couple stacks of an item in here. That's actually going to start moving that block back and forth. Once this counts down and moves over to that one there, it'll switch back over. So it actually detects whether or not you've got something in there or not. And same thing with that one there. So that allows it to move back and forth. So that's the entire timing to allow the dropper clicking. I guess the most annoying part of the build is these from clicking the items up and all the way through. You have to set the timing so it gets all the way around to the very end, and it pops out in that little junk chest that you're going to have. So I'm definitely going to have to add more to this. 2 stacks, like that'll cover what I have right now. I'm going to add on probably another 6 to 9 more modules. So each one of the units that you see at the top is a module, so I'm going to have at least 6 to 9 more of those. I'm going to have to put in probably 3 more stacks in order for it to be able to make it all the way through. Yeah, so that's the thing there. This here is just to shut off if you don't want to hear the clicking and you just, I don't want to sort anything, shut the whole thing down. You can do that as well. It'll also help prevent lag if it is running while you're I don't know, say you went off the server or something like that. So all the timing and everything is involved in that little area down here. Up the top, you can see that we've got the whole thing connected. This is basically providing power to the next dropper, puts it into the next one, keeps going higher and higher. It's, again, very simple build. You have redstone torches in the back, which are locking and unlocking the hoppers. And it continues all the way along. And then what you're basically doing, once you've finished off a module, you continue it over using these hoppers to push it into the next module, and then rinse, repeat. The only difference that I had to do between the first 2 and the next one is add in a block here with a repeater going into it to be able to carry the signal even further. And then to turn the corner, a little bit of a difference over here as well. You just had to bring the signal out through here and drag it down here into a repeater, which you're going to get powered. Yeah, it's going to power that block as well as that repeater, and then it allows this signal to continue along. And then right around this area, probably going to end up having to put another repeater in there as well. I'm going to have to knock out a few more blocks here. Alright, so in this area here, let me get that torch back and we'll light it up, just so we can see what we're doing. Alright, so then what you do here is you're going to repeat the same process that we've actually just been going through. We won't need the droppers and the hoppers, but we'll need the repeaters. And you're going to put a repeater in there, shift click, put one in there, put the dust all the way along like that. And now you're going to do the same thing that I have done over there. There. Get the block. It has to be a solid block that's up here. And then again, same thing. Nope, not there. I'm gonna put it right there. That's where we're going. Ugh. Alright, so it's been a lot of stacking, jumping. That's why it takes so long. You can probably build this thing in creative in probably under an hour. And the difference with this is you gotta basically be going from top to bottom, left to right, but you can't fly. So it takes a lot of time to be able to stack things up and jump back down, and you know, there's not really an efficient way of being able to get this actually done without having to go back and forth to grab things, or like I did, I ran out of wood or ran out of chests. I wasn't expecting it to get as big as it did, but the more I kept building, the more I'm thinking, like, if this server lasts for another 6 to 8 months, I'm trying to think of how much stuff I'm going to have. And in 6 to 8 months, I've already got like 7 7 or 8 double chests of cobblestone alone, and my redstone is starting to fill up more than you can handle, so I need something that can handle things for months to come. And I figured out what I'm going to do is I'll have about 256 double chests by the time this is done. And that is, I believe, enough to handle one of every item in the game. I have a double chest for every item in the game, which I'm obviously not going to do because I don't think I'll have a double chest full of poppies or anything like that. But at least this way I can configure things to, you know, I guess... once I say I do have more flowers than ever, and I think right now I might have maybe 2 dozen flowers. So I put all of them in one chest mixed with probably wool or maybe even some of the other dyes. And as I got more and more, I could expand that. And all you do to stop it from interfering with anything else is you just fill up a chest with something like cobblestone. And then that way the only thing that will ever go into that would be cobblestone. And my intentions is probably not to put cobblestone into the system, because again, the whole fact of putting cobblestone into this kind of a system where I should just be dumping it into a chest, I'll probably leave all that stuff down at the mine where I dig up all my stuff, and hopefully it doesn't overflow down there, but I've given quite a bit. Jeez. I've given quite a bit of space down there for it, so I think that it should be okay. Jeez, I knew that was going to happen. So, like I said, it's not very complicated. It's just a lot of kind of connecting the dots and listening to this damn skeleton breathing heavy in my ear. I don't know where he is, but he's annoying as ever. It's like that person that sits there and breathes right into the microphone or right into the telephone. Like, dude, you're very annoying. So what the plan is, I believe for the rest of this episode, I'm going to be off camera for quite some time finishing this off, because I'm about halfway done. So I have another section. I got this wall to do, and then that wall to do. And then I'll bring you guys back before I start to decorate the place and show you what the final product looks like. And we'll figure out something to do. I'm not exactly sure. I know I'm using the quartz and the obsidian, obviously. But what I'm doing beyond that, I'm not entirely sure. So we'll have to kind of play around with a few designs and see how it's actually going to work out. Alright. So now, in this section here, you can see that we've got this here, where you got the 2 solid blocks. This actually just helps to carry the signal even further. So in this area here, much like what we had right back here, you can see how this all just kind of connects right into here. Normally, you just have the one right in the center, but because it's a doubled up, we've already got 2 modules, one here, one here. Since this is a double up, this is our opportunity to be able to move this, and that's where you take out that there, put that there, put a repeater right there. And again, this allows us to continue the signal on to the next 2, because you're getting further and further with the signal. So this here is going to carry it for this one, the next one, and then be able to help us bring it around the corner for the next one there. Alright, so what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to continue off camera to figure out all the rest of this. And then I think I might do the slabs for the floor, but I'll just double them up, because I think that would look pretty good with the, like if you have it like this here. That's the plan I have for this area here. I think that would look nice with the quartz. And also, because this is so bloody high, I plan on having a floor somewhere around the 4th one. Something like this. And I knew that thing would fly off. Take that one out. So it'll be like done up like that. We'll have that away from the chests so you can still reach in, but I want to be able to walk up there and be able to access the top 4 chests, because from down here we'll be standing up on this level. We can easily reach all 4 of these, when you get into the top ones, I don't want to have to jump to get into a chest. So I'm going to have probably 4 staircases going off to each side and be able to take you into one, and maybe even put signs on the bottom saying redstone, diamonds, and whatever else, just to kind of let you know what's going on up there. So I do have a general idea of what I'd like to do for the flooring and the rest of the design, but all the stuff in the background, this doesn't need to be changed. It's more or less just the floor and the ceiling, and maybe a possibility of a little bit of a decoration, for a tunnel to bring us from the main base into the storage area. Alright guys, so give me a little bit and I'll be right back. Okay everybody, we're just coming to a close on this episode here. It's been a busy day for me. That entire storage system, let's just go take a look. So here's the hallway. This is some of the redstone coming around the opposite side, and here we are right here with the storage area. Like I said, I was going to split it off. The last thing I wanted to do in here was take the fences and put some sort of like a protective area along this way here, right up to the stairs, and then same thing along this way as well. So I'll take slabs more than likely and put them right underneath here. Yeah, we got some here, just so it looks like it belongs. Too far. So this project it's definitely not the longest one I've ever done, but it's a lot of work. It's definitely a lot of work. There's a total of 224 chests, I believe. For each module, there is, let me think here, I got 16 hoppers plus 4 on the bottom, it's 20, plus 2 on top, it's 22, 3 going into the next one, 25 per. And I have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 in total times 25, 250, and another 100? Yeah, 350 hoppers in total, plus a whole bunch of other stuff. Oh my goodness. So it was a huge build. I don't know if there's any bug fixing I have to do or not. For the most part, it seems to be working. I did have to edit a few things because the redstone signal, because of the edit that I did, and Tango told everybody this. He's like, if you're making changes to it, all you have to do to check it is you throw items into the insert box right there. It'll start to do its thing, and all you have to do is go around the back and follow the redstone and see where it's going. So here, what I'll do, I'll turn off the sounds for the blocks, and we'll throw something in here, and you'll see that the redstone signal starts to kick off. It's counting down now. So you go into the back here and you can see the redstone signal is flashing. So all you do is you follow it around, and you're like, okay, so where does it stop? And you'll see right here, there's an extra repeater. That never used to be there. It used to just come out from here, go into there. But by the time the signal made it up to the top, it wasn't powering the second or the third one from the top. So put that in there, it extends the signal, allows it to get up to the top. Works perfectly fine that way now. I also had to do the same thing somewhere over here. Might have been a little bit further down. I know I did it again because I ran out of signal somewhere. Anyways, that's all you do is, like, now you can see it's running around the whole entire thing. You have to check every layer, make sure every layer is doing its thing, but you can see the entire thing is blinking all the way through. So that's awesome. Like I said, I'm putting in the fence way up here, so nice little area here. I'm debating if I want to put just some random chests up here to kind of fill in where this is here. All this stuff here from the bottom to the top, that'll be for my boots, leggings, chest plate, helmet, axe, shovel, sword, and then assorted goodies or bows or whatever. So we'll have all that kind of stuff up there because it's quick access. I don't really need to sort it because it only doesn't stack or anything like that at all either. So this is it. This is it. So you have access. You can fall off the edge, but I mean you have access to go down or up. The next thing I gotta do though, I ran out of item frames, so I have to go running around killing a bunch of cows. So I might start a little cow farm somewhere for that. And then the next thing I have to do is actually go and get all my stuff. So back in here, I gotta pull all this stuff and I gotta actually put it into the proper chests. Now, like I was thinking, is things like stone and cobble, and probably even things like gravel, maybe even granite, andesite. I don't think I'm gonna put them through the sorting system. I have my big mine that actually has storage for that kind of stuff, and I might just keep like a couple double chests at the main base right here for that kind of stuff if I ever need it. If I ever needed something big, I can just go down to the mine, grab all that stuff. Right here is where the leftover junk goes. So I think what I'll do, the last two things I'll do with you guys here, right there. It was 3 signs, I believe it. So this would be unsorted items, and that, and that, and over here. And this is sort of like a shut-off, I guess you could say, but it's more of a system lock because it prevents anything from actually going down into that thing there. And then insert items here. I don't want to do an exclamation point. I'm not yelling at anybody. There you go. So that's it. And I don't know, I need another probably 100 item frames. And the frames aren't that bad, to be honest with you. Like, I'm still running 100 frames per second. When I got the thing running, it does drop and you do notice the lag. But the thing is, it's not something that's running all the time. You know, you throw your stuff in, it gets sorted, you leave. Or you throw your stuff in, you leave, and it still gets sorted. So the lag really isn't going to be an issue, and like I said before, I have this on-off switch, so if I need to, I can stop that. You saw that stop flashing. So if I turn on my sounds again, you'll see, you can hear it clicking away here. There, that thing stops it. So if it is bothering someone that much, I could always turn it off. But that's it. So I've been working on this forever, guys. It's been probably about 8 to 10 hours to do the whole thing. And that included, like I said, running to get resources and more trees and more trees. And, you know, I went through a ton of my redstone. Like the pistons and everything I was fine on. It was the chests that I was going through. Because, like I said, 224 chests. I probably went through about 250, 300 droppers. Went through a ton of repeaters, at least 100. Only one comparator, or 2 comparators, I think. So that's the light side of it. But everything else, it was relatively easy. I do recommend, go check out Tango's video. He does have a very descriptive tutorial on it, and he's been amazing at what he does for the longest time. So do check out his channel and give him props. If you tell him I sent you, he'll be like, who the hell's that? So just say hi. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.